Our next guest, a very funny writer, producer, and comedian you know from her work on What We Do in the Shadows, Shrill. Jo Parrott talks with you in The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon. Her new book, Sex on Murder Island, is available now. Please welcome to the show, Jo Firestone, everybody. A great long time.
Well, yeah, I've changed.
Yeah. Maybe some news?
Yeah, but I got some news. Yeah, these seats are interesting.
Yeah.
These seats are for people that don't have this condition.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled to be here. This is good.
It's very exciting that you're having a baby first time.
Yeah, first time having a baby.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It could happen at any moment.
It could happen at any moment, and I've heard, my wife sort of famously gave birth in the lobby,
yes.
and that you've heard this story, and it has caused you some anxiety.
I want to say this, is that I think you're very funny.
Thank you.
And you had a great special.
Thanks.
I laughed, great jokes. I do think the overall experience did cause me fear. And it made me realize that I could have a baby anywhere I go from now till it comes.
Yeah.
And it's actually limited me.
It's limiting where you go?
I don't go places that I used to go.
Okay. So what have you ruled out of fear that you'll have a baby there?
The M&M store.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not going to the gift shop after this.
Yep. Right. Those are all places it would be bad.
Can you imagine all the T-shirts I'd ruin? You have to be careful.
You have to be careful. And thoughtful. You're actually being thoughtful for other people. I mean, because I think obviously a lot of people bring their children to the M&M store, and that would be a harrowing moment.
That's right. And I mean, I usually have my client dinners there, but yeah, I don't want to scar anyone.
Yeah.
But I do think that it's people don't think about this, and it's good actually that you're spreading information.
Yeah.
That's actually good.
Thank you.
But like whenever anyone asks me to go to lunch or anything, my first instinct, let's go to the hospital.
Right. Let's go have hospital lunch. Yeah. Two birds.
Two birds, yes. I love two birds.
That's what you have that's usually your lunch order.
That's right. Two birds, please.
So congrats on the book, Sex on Murder Island.
Thank you.
This is a sequel.
Yeah.
The title of the first book was Murder on Sex Island.
Yes.
And were you aware that there's a similarity with the titles that might lead readers to maybe be a little confused?
Very, very confused. Probably one of the worst mistakes I've ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah. And believe me, at one point I did think this was clever.
Yeah. You obviously have a robust imagination, and yet when push came to shove, you couldn't come up with a title too far afield of the first one.
Well, those 4 words kind of captivated me, and now I kind of have used their whole potential.
Yeah.
I would say.
This is the same detective is on the case.
Yes. The detective is named Luella Van Horn.
It's a great name.
Yeah, and she's kind of like Hercule Poirot.
Yep.
With the mind of Amelia Bedelia.
Oh, that's a very good sales point right there.
Yes.
And by the way, writing about islands, and I guess is it true that you watched Love Island? That was a little bit of an inspiration?
Yeah, I have spent 65 years of my life watching Love Island.
Okay. You figured out the math of how many episodes you've watched? It's been 65 years?
Do you know that every episode is 2 hours and 12 minutes?
That seems too long.
And somehow nothing can be cut.
No cuts?
There's nothing that can be cut.
There's no cut? Every moment in Love Island is essential?
I have not witnessed one moment that I've...
Oh, you also have no complaints. So you don't see a single moment that you would have left on the cutting room floor?
No, I said, should it be longer? But you have, that poet.
Which one?
one precious life. Your one precious life. Don't worry about it, it's not there. But it's not there. I don't think it's there.
You don't think it's on the internet?
I don't think so.
Do you like islands?
Yeah. No, I mean, I do. Yeah, I do like islands. Yeah, I love islands. Love.
Has that ever occurred to you while watching Love Island that you love islands?
Yeah, I love islands. Yeah, I love Love Island, and
Yeah.
I love Manhattan.
Oh, right. Really good island.
You know, it is, and I am thrilled with you all, but I will say that it's tough that the first applause break is just for Manhattan.
Yeah. They're a little stingy.
Yeah.
When they came in, they said we're only clapping from places we've been.
Oh, and how about that Empire State Building?
Oh, now.
They love it.
You did not. Sometimes people are a little cute with who they thank in the book when they finish it, an author.
Yeah.
You did not thank your dog,
Yeah.
and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, the dog didn't want me to do it. The
The dog did not want you to write the book.
the dog said, actually, let's play.
Yeah.
I have the kind of dog that demands eye contact 20 hours a day.
Oh, so not just throw the ball, but like you gotta like lock eyes.
We gotta lock eyes.
This dog seems, and again, I don't want to be judgmental, a little needy. You're about to bring a person in, a child into your home. Are you
Yes.
worried about how the dog's gonna react?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be bad. And and I think that like they say I know I've read parts of books about a lot of this.
Yeah.
And I will say that I don't really think I've really retained a lot, but what I'm afraid of. What I'm afraid of is that I'll give in.
And what does that look like to you?
I'm afraid that I'm going to be sleep deprived, and I'm going to not know what's going on. I'll have the baby, the dog saying, "Look at me, look at me," and then just something happens where somehow the breast milk gets to the dog.
Yeah.
And that's what I am trying to. I know that's what I'm trying to kind of stay away.
Yeah.
And I know that's not going to sell this book.
Right.
And
Right.
but I do think it's important to be honest about your fears.
Yeah. And let me note, I did not predict breastfeeding dogs would get the second applause break.
Yeah. You all are interesting.
They're an interesting group right here, yeah.
Interesting group. Yeah.
They're like, New York City, greatest city in the world. You know what else is the greatest? You recorded the audiobook for the first one of these,
Yeah.
Murder on Sex Island, and you ran up against what one would not think you'd run up against having been the person who wrote the book, but you didn't predict how hard it would be to do the audiobook.
A lot of words.
Yeah.
First of all. Second of all, can't pronounce almost any of them.
So these are words you wrote into the book and then did not realize until you were reading your own audiobook that you didn't know how to pronounce it.
Do you know how to pronounce
Vigilante?
that's what you would say.
Yeah. Well, what did you say?
I think I said something along the lines of vigilante. But it's tricky. It is tricky. And then, so I did this book as well, the audiobook, and then I forgot while writing it, and one character almost speaks entirely in Latin.
Okay. And this is, so now this is your second book, so you know at some point you're gonna be sitting in a sound booth,
Wow.
headphones on, reading your own words, and you make a character speak in Latin. How did it go on the day when you were actually recording?
Slow, long, hard, tough, embarrassing.
And you have directors. There's like an actual director who's trying to help you get through the book.
Yeah.
Do you think they start having resentment for you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was saying, why did you do this? And I don't know. And there's a third book coming out, and it's a series.
Yeah.
She's still in it, the character.
Oh, the Latin character.
The Latin character's still in it. She's still speaking Latin.
Wow.
And I thought, well, maybe we could. I think I should kill her.
Yeah. I mean, you have the power to do that. You are the author.
Yeah.
Do you like a murder mystery? Do you like to do you love a murder mystery, and then what made you want to write one?
I love murder mysteries because there's something that you do and you're gonna find out how it ends. You're gonna finish it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Right. Right. The drive to finish is I want to know what happened.
And I will say that you recommended some murder mysteries over the pandemic that I
Oh,
read that I
I'm
really
so happy
liked.
to hear that you like them.
They're gritty.
Yeah, I like a gritty one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And would you believe I actually set out to write a gritty book?
And then it ended up being Sex on Murder Island.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. I guess the thing is the first book I said I'm gonna set it out. I'm gonna make a sexy, gritty book.
Yeah.
Murder on Sex Island.
Yeah.
And the people said it's funny.
Oh, so the first time you knew it was funny was when somebody told you.
I said I was trying to make it. And so then the second one I said I'm gonna make this even sexier, even grittier.
Yeah.
And they said, actually, this one is one woman's journey into loneliness. Can't figure them out.
Man, it must be fun to read your books and find out what they are.
Absolutely, and imagine all the Latin in there. It's really tricky.
You're doing a third one. Can you tell us the title, or have you not figured it out yet?
Well, the third one is going to be, because I can't use those words anymore.
Right. There's no order. Yeah. So you gotta break the mold.
You have to break the mold. So the third one's Murder of a Grumpy Old Woman. And then the fourth one is Murder at the Haunted Nudist Colony.
You're really planning into the future.
Well, yeah, if you have ideas, it's so important. As you know.
Yeah.
You've had ideas.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know if a lot of people come on here and say that to you, but I did.
You
Yeah,
might be
okay.
the first guest to ever say you've had ideas.
Yes.
This has been a delight. You have to come back for all your books.
Okay.
Thank you, and good luck.
Thank
Good luck
you.
with everything that's coming. You guys, this is
Thank
Joe
you.
Firestone. Murder on Sex Island. And its sequel, Sex on Murder Island, are available wherever you buy your books. So please support local and independent books. We'll be right back.